The stars have faded, and something ancient stirs beneath the silence. It's been over 3 years since Elden Ring reshaped the gaming world, an open-world odyssey where pain met beauty, and every death taught us something. But now, the moon rises over a different battlefield. Not a sequel, but a reckoning, Elden Ring. Nightreign is not here to hold your hand. It doesn't whisper comfort. It screams, survive. You're not the Tarnished anymore. You're one of the Nightfarers. Chosen not for glory, but for necessity. Dropped into a world that echoes Limgrave, yet twisted, darker, dying. And you only have 3 days and 3 nights to push back the void. No bonfires, no save points. Just you, your allies, and whatever fragments of hope you can cling to. This is not about triumph. This is about endurance. Because the real question isn't, can you win? It's what are you willing to lose to keep the night from swallowing it all? Let's begin. You don't just play a run in Nightreign, you live through it. Every match begins the same. You and up to 2 other Nightfarers descend into Limbo, a shifting land haunted by echoes of the lands between. The mission is clear, but never simple. Survive. 3 full day-night cycles. Endure the darkness, gather strength, and face a Night Lord before the world swallows you whole. Time isn't just pressure. It's your enemy. As each sun rises and falls, the map itself begins to rot. Safe zones collapse, landmarks fade into shadow. You can't stay in one place. You must move, fight, adapt. And by the time the 3rd night comes, it's just you and the boss. No second chances. Every run resets the world. Procedurally generated landscapes mean enemy camps, item spawns, and hazards shift like memories in a dream. Some nights, you'll stumble on a fortress with elite loot. Others, you'll walk into a meteor strike or a forest teeming with corruption. It's Soulslike meets survival, but with the pacing of a roguelike arena, tight, tense, no filler. No grindy side quests or hand-holding, just raw progression and do-or-die stakes. Because in Nightreign, you don't get stronger over time. You get smarter, meaner, hungrier, and the night gets darker. The Nightfarers aren't heroes, they're survivors, each scarred by something unseen, each carrying a fragment of what this world used to be. But in Nightreign, who you choose to be matters more than ever. There are 8 unique characters, each with a name, a role, and a reason to fight. Wilder, the agile skirmisher who dances through the fray. Iron Eye, a silent archer whose ultimate pierces entire lines of foes like a god-touched ballista. Raider, built like a fortress, cannot be knocked down and answers every hit with a brutal counter. And then there's Recluse, cloaked in silence, who manipulates decay itself. Each Nightfarer enters with bespoke gear, a passive trait, a core skill, and a devastating ultimate art. And here's the kicker. Synergy isn't optional, it's survival. A team that doesn't complement each other's strengths will fall before the first dusk. A well-timed retaliate from Raider can stagger an entire squad, just as Duchess's control over terrain can split the battlefield in 2. This isn't button mashing. It's Souls-like combat, precise, punishing, and impossibly fluid, now layered with co-op dynamics and class identity. Dodge too late, and you die. Cast too early, and your friends die. This is chess with swords. Grit with grace. You don't just pick a fighter. You commit to a playstyle. So, who will you become when the night closes in? You'll see the world die. One falling star, one poisoned breath at a time. Limbo isn't just a map. It's a living thing unraveling beneath your feet. The forests twitch with rot. Volcanoes breathe fire into the sky. Even the ground trembles, under celestial strikes that come without warning. One moment, you're looting a supply cache. The next, you're dodging a meteor shower that wipes half your squad, and that's before you meet the Night Lords. Each run crescendos into a singular, towering boss battle, Soulsborne style, but with roguelike stakes. No warm-up, no checkpoint, just you, your relics, and one final stand. Gladius, the 3-headed beast from the network test, thrashes like a nightmare stitched from old gods. Libra, newly revealed, doesn't just cast magic. She invades your mind with madness and offers bargains laced in consequence. Here's the twist. Some bosses aren't original. They're echoes, twisted echoes, of other From Software icons. The Nameless King, he's here. or someone wearing his legend-like armor. The world shifts with each run, procedural, unpredictable, unforgiving, but it never forgets. You'll return to that same mountain pass where your friend bled out. You'll dread the silence of the fog, because silence means something's watching. Limble is the test. The Night Lords are the truth, and truth always costs blood. Every death teaches, every run writes a new story. But Nightreign doesn't reward patience, it rewards adaptation. Unlike traditional Souls games where your strength builds over hours of farming and slow mastery, Nightreign compresses that journey into a brutal 40-minute sprint. And yet, somehow, it still feels infinite. Survive a run and you're rewarded with relics. Passive modifiers that twist the rules in your favor. Maybe it's higher poise. Maybe your flask heals nearby allies. Maybe your skills recharge faster, or your magic tears through resistances like paper. You equip these at the Round Hold, your central hub, a quiet space between storms where you prep your loadout, unlock new relic rights, or roll the dice with flat stones to gain mystery buffs. But this is a roguelike at heart. Each run resets your world, your gear, your momentum. You don't bring weapons with you. You earn everything inside the chaos. That means replayability isn't optional. It's the core. And when you're not chasing power, you're uncovering memories, whispers of who the Nightfarers were before the fall. These fragments don't boost stats, but they build something rarer. Connection. Lore that lingers. Each run is a gamble. Each victory is fragile. But every time you return, you carry a little more of the night with you. Here's where things get surprisingly refreshing. Elden Ring, Nightreign launches not as a $70 epic or a microtransaction maze, but as a focused, standalone $40 experience. No battle passes, no rotating shops, no daily login pressure. What you get at launch is the full game, and that's a rarity worth celebrating. It's not a live service. It's not trying to hook you for months. It's built to respect your time. You log in, you drop in, and within 40 minutes you've lived a full arc. Triumph or tragedy, but it's not all perfect. There's no crossplay. Xbox players can't squad up with PlayStation or PC folks. However, cross-gen is supported, so Xbox One and Series Xbox S players, or PS4 and PS5, can still team up across generations, and there's no proper duos queue yet. You can play solo, or with two others, but the third slot will always be filled. For now. PC specs? Pretty much the same as Elden Ring, GTX 1060 or RX 580 minimum, 16GB RAM recommended, and a lean 30GB. Install size. Performance and quality modes return on current-gen consoles, with dynamic resolution and the choice between 4K visuals or 60 FPS combat. It's not trying to dazzle with tech, it's aiming for clarity. And in a world of bloated games, that's oddly rare. Elden Ring, Nightreign isn't trying to outdo its predecessor. It's not reaching for bigger, it's reaching for different, tighter, sharper, meaner. This isn't an open-world epic sprawling over 100 hours. This is a focused strike, a 3-night crucible of fear, friendship, and hard-won triumph. And for a $40 standalone, that's a compelling pitch. From Software has promised post-launch balance updates, and Q4 DLC is already on the horizon. Likely. You're bringing new Nightfarers, Night Lords, and who knows what else. Maybe a new zone? A darker curse? A betrayal among your own? But here's the truth. Nightreign won't be for everyone. It demands attention. It punishes overconfidence. It has no mercy for the distracted. But if you've ever wished you could take the raw combat of Soulsborne and share that agony with friends, this might be your next obsession. No leveling treadmill. No fetch quests. Just you, your team, and the clock. It's elegant brutality. Co-op chaos wrapped in lore you'll want to decode. So here's the real question. When the sun sets and the night asks who you are, what will you choose to become? Drop your first impressions, build ideas, or your wildest theories in the comments. We're all heading into the dark together.